Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Everything I say is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. So let's get into this review of Real Housewives of New Jersey. So we have Danielle and Rachel going shopping for Melissa's luau at the Jersey Shore. Rachel brings up that Danielle was in the backfield at the baseball game talking to Joe. So they flash back to them being in the outfield and Joe telling Danielle that she should never give up on her brother. Excuse me, that's a case of giving advice but not taking your own advice. Okay. Anyway, Rachel in her confessionals talk about her relationship with her brother and basically saying in a nutshell that Danielle ain't trying hard enough to get it right with her brother. And she wouldn't do nothing like that, Miss Perfect Rachel, okay? They talk about Margaret and Jen and their situation. They said they want them to get along so when they all together, they can have fun together. Rachel was in the shop repeating what Teresa and Jen said to Danielle at the baby's birthday party. And Danielle adds on to say that Margaret is dangerous and vicious. Rachel says she's not down for the shite talking. Girl, let's see if you take that advice later, okay? Danielle said that Margaret is a little judgmental on Jen A. Margaret drops, she says that Margaret has an arsenal and she has stuff on everybody. So Rachel says she don't understand why Danielle is taking what Teresa and Jen said so serious. So it's because Teresa and Jen said it's the truth. Yes, because they experienced that with doggone a Margaret. So what are you talking about, Rachel? So we got Teresa and Jen. They meet up, Teresa and Jen A. They meet up at the Jewelry Expo. Teresa is shopping for gifts for the bridesmaids. They talk about Joe and Melissa not inviting Teresa to stay at their Jersey Shore house, but Joe is complaining that Teresa didn't invite Melissa's mother to the wedding. Listen, that's Teresa's wedding. She can invite who she wants to and who she don't want to invite. Okay. Anyway, Jen adds that they are close to Margaret and don't want any trouble with her because she has information on Melissa and Joe. She probably do. Okay. Anyway, we go to Dolores and Paulie. Paulie's not going to the Jersey Shore because he is not fully healed from his heart surgery. Dolores lets him know that she is staying with Rachel and at her house at the Jersey Shore out of respect for him. And, she's setting boundaries with Frank. Because normally when she go to the shore, she'll stay with Frank. Anyway, we move on to Jen and Bill. They talking and packing while they getting ready to go to the Jersey Shore. Jen feels like the therapy is good. I believe Bill said he thought so too. But Jen said there was a lot left unsaid. He starts going on about what Jen should do and what Jen. And Jen said that annoys her so much. But they plan to go back to therapy. So they come up with a game plan to go to the Jersey Shore and ignore Margaret, okay? They end up buying a shore house, okay? They left everything, the people that previously owned it left everything in the house. And Jen is okay with that. She said there's no need to dump money into the house. And I agree, especially if you're not staying there full time. So we found out that Teresa never been to Joe and Melissa's house. And one time Gia asked if she could stay at the Jersey Shore house, at Melissa's Jersey Shore house, and Melissa told her no. So we got Margaret and Jackie at Melissa and Joe's Shore house. Margaret lets them know that her mother wasn't invited to the wedding, and Melissa said, how can your mother be invited and my mother's not invited? Like, if her and Joe don't let this damn storyline go, it's really annoying. Anyway, they talk about Danielle and her relationship with her brother, and they don't think she's telling the whole story. Jackie calls her some kind of a snooky or something like that. I don't know if that's a Staten Island thing. I don't know. Just help me down below if that's what it is. So here we are at the luau. Everyone arrives at the luau. Margaret feels like she has to address Teresa, of course, at this event about what Teresa said to Rachel and Danielle about her being a better friend than an enemy. Then Rachel starts talking about what Danielle said when they were shopping, but not what she said. I thought you said you don't like the S talking, the shite talking. Like, you are such a hypocrite. You too busy trying to fit in, and it's annoying. So Joe is giving out shots to everybody. Teresa comes over And Margaret says that Rachel and Daniel warned them about her. Rachel was backpedaling and bopping, telling her, yeah, y'all history and blah, blah, blah between y'all. Girl, shut up. Teresa said, are you trying to start trouble between me and Margaret? And Teresa had every right to ask that question because she is stirring the pot, causing trouble, okay? Teresa said in her confessional that she see Rachel for who she is. I see her too, Teresa, okay? Rachel said to tell her what you said. She was having a conversation and she wanted to be transparent. Teresa said that they are good and that the makeup was genuine. Rachel gives me, I want to fit in. I said that earlier. She's quite annoying, okay? And my thing is, you was at that shop too, repeating what you heard too. So why you ain't run tell that, Rachel? Anyway, Bill and Jen are thoroughly enjoying themselves at this luau party, okay? So they have a luau dance, and Joe was saying something about one of the ladies look good, and can he have her? And Teresa and Melissa was like, sure, you can have her. Something. Girl, they crazy. Anyway, Melissa looked like she was drunk as a skunk or high on something, if you ask me, throughout this whole party. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, Frank pulls up on Dolores to, once again tell her how he missed their relationship and how she need to fix it. And Dolores walks away because she was like, I am not going through this with you again. So the guys initiate Rachel's husband by waxing his chest. Okay, I guess that's what they call fun. And Jackie pulls Jenna to the side to say that Margaret is hurt because they made up and she's still talking about her. So Jenna says, like, listen, we did make up, but we're not the best of friends. This lady caused me and my family hurt, especially her children. So Jenna also brings up the fact that her husband, is very picky about the raising of his kids, and he blames her for a lot of the things. And he says, if you want the kids to be average, if you want your children to be average. And she was like, don't you ever call my children average. Child, it's just too much. We got the man who probably ain't never home telling her how to raise the kids. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Okay. But like I said in my review before, like Jenny let him get away. Now, I don't want to say get away, but a lot of stuff was looked over because I guess he was the breadwinner. And in my mind, even if you are a breadwinner, there still have to be some standards and some rules set. And that's just my opinion for the 15th time. I probably said this on this damn review. Okay. So anyway, the ladies are standing around talking about Danielle, and Danielle is in earshot. She is pissed. She says she don't like being in conversations and she's not there. She said it reminds her of when she was young and she was being bullied. So Dolores lets her know that they are talking about Danielle, talking about Margaret. And she said she repeated what she heard. Dolores said, yeah, but it's because you repeated it. Like, get the hell out of here. So did Rachel. Rachel repeated it too. So it's okay for Rachel to repeat it and not Danielle? That's crazy. So the ladies are in their little huddle talking about the brother and how they don't believe Danielle. So Melissa excuses herself and she goes over to Danielle and her husband to see if they are okay. So Melissa brings up that they are talking about, her brother's situation and how they don't think she's telling everything. So Danielle says she's pissed. She don't even want to hear what she got to say because she's boiling inside. So she decides to leave the party, and I think that was the right thing for her to do rather than be engaged with them cackling hens. Okay. So she goes over to Teresa and Jen and tell them she's ready to go. And Teresa and Jen was like, sure, we're going to leave. We all came together. And I like that. I like that mentality. We came together. We going to leave together. Okay. So they get in the ride home and Danielle is pissed. And she was like, they don't want to make me an enemy. And Jen A lets her know that it was Jackie pretty much saying everything. Child, so who gonna be added. But Jackie been on Danielle from day one, talking about her shorts look like she pulled them out the hamper. Like, that's just disgusting. Anyway, Teresa and Jen left with her, and they grabbed their husbands too. I think I said that part. And that was the end of the episode. Come down in the comment section. Let's have a discussion about this episode. How do y'all feel about Rachel running back and being able to repeat what she heard, but when it come to Danielle, she can't repeat what she heard? Do y'all think that's fair or not? Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell button and make sure you hit all so you know that my next video is coming out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.